Shalom. Want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakudash. Want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and say peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means he exists or he's to be. The true name of the Son is Yahushai, which means he's the deliverer, right? We are the Hebrew Israelites. There's 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Latins, Hispanics, we're the Hebrews according to the Bible, all right? And the indigenous people of North, Central, South America, we make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. The self-proclaimed white man, they're not white, they're red. They are the Idumeans or the Edomites according to the Holy Bible. Okay, and today is September 1st, 2024, the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble, man. And there's a lot of information coming out. There's a lot of things going on, even behind the scenes of things that we can't see. We're only a couple months away from the elections, man. So shit is about to turn up out here, man. Out there in Colorado, different parts of Chicago, you got the migrants making their presence known. Going searching the houses with the sword. You got people having dreams. All right, you got these financial advisors, people who watch stock markets, things of that nature. They're dumping their shares. You have stocks tanking. Okay, so we're in the downfall of an empire. And I'm gonna keep saying it. I went to a public market a few weeks ago, and there was a sign that said, "This empire too will be eclipsed." So that's Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So that's Yahweh Shem Yahushai giving a sign that this kingdom is getting ready to fall. All right, and the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. That means he exists or he is to be. The Son's name is Yahushai. All right. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 1. Second Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the Lord is the one who put the words in the mouth of the prophet. All right? What the prophet's job is to let you know what's going to happen in the future before it actually happens. All right? Prophesy means to say before. All right? Pro meaning before, and prophesy meaning to speak or to say. So we are saying some very key things that should put fear in you. That should light a fire under you. We're letting you know that America is Babylon the Great according to the Holy Bible. And the future of this place is to be destroyed in the same manner that Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, man. By fire, by brimstone, all right? But this time it's going to be through what? Nuclear destruction, okay? This time Yahweh is going to send his son, Yahushai, back with the chariots, all right, what the world calls UFOs, or unidentified aerial phenomena, okay, to simultaneously deliver his elect and to destroy this wicked kingdom, man, and to take Esau down. All right. It says, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And this is how we have the Holy Bible. This is how we get the book. Okay. The words of these books that make up the Bible, okay, which is the writings of the prophets, they're faithful and they're true. We see them happening right now, man. We see this sedition among men. There's more and more talks of civil war, okay? Over there on the West Coast, these illegals, these migrants, they're giving them funding up to $150,000 to come over here and buy a home, okay? Meanwhile, you have Americans that are here, that have been here working, slaving, laboring, and they're as homeless, man. Living on the bridges, having to go to food lines. Americans are doing bad. All right, but I call lawyer about Shem Yahushua. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 8 And verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And some of those miseries is what? Homelessness. You know, I keep seeing videos about that. All right, how people need to prepare to be homeless in the year 2025, which is only a couple of months away. Okay, and then you have talks of what? Civil war, which is what? Egyptian against Egyptian. Okay, because there's different interviews. They're just going around asking people, well, what do you think will happen if Kamala gets in office? And you know what their response is? There will be an uproar. Okay, the other presidents of the other nations, they won't respect this place, man. You think they're gonna respect a female leader? Okay, how's that saying go? It's a man's world, you know. So there's gonna be sedition among men, you know.
I had a female manager a long time ago. She was telling me some shit to do something, but she had it with an attitude, and I bucked up against it. Right? So she gonna tell the manager higher than her, talking about he ain't listening to me. It's because I'm a girl. Yeah, that's part of it, the way you were saying this shit too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so on the low level, if Jake don't respect a woman being over them, how these other, you know what I'm saying, ruling nations, these dictators, hell no.
Right, presidents, man.
Yeah.
They're actually leaders of nations, and these are real men.
Right.
These are not your sleepy creepies. Like let's look at Putin, for example, versus Joe Biden. You know, the man is still active. He still has vigor about him. Right. Joe Biden is just walking around half dead, weakened at Bernie's. You see, compared to these other nations, America is looking weak. Okay, so because of that, they're becoming what? Emboldened. What the prophecy says, let the weak say, I'm strong.
Right.
You know? And also alliances are being formed. Like the main alliance is what? Between the U.S. and Israel. But Israel is going to get the whore into a whole lot of trouble.
Right.
You know?
Right.
This is 2 Esdras 15 and verse 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Right? We see the pestilence, man. The mpox, which is most likely, you know, I speak as a man, but it could be from those people that have taken the 19 juice, right? That could be a biological reaction or chemical reaction in the flesh that's manifesting through what? The G5, the different frequencies that they got out here. And it's perfect timing, man. It's all coming out right around the election time. You know, you got Mr. Cotton Swab, he's saying that they want 6 billion people to, they're on track to where 6 billion people are ready to die off next year.
I just seen something too today, when I was earlier today, about the, what's it called, the biometric ID. It's about to start hitting here too.
That's good. Because all these jobs are going to be replaced by what? Robotics, technology. And they're going to put these people on a what? UBI, which is a universal basic income.
Oh. Did y'all watch that when I posted yesterday, this morning, well, last night in the group chat about the effects of the nuclear war?
Oh yeah. The cities they're gonna target?
Huh?
Was it the cities they're gonna target?
Yeah. And I posted it on the group chat. But you know what the Edomite dude said in there? He said Russia was going to I should have put the timestamp mark in there, but I was just in the spirit of it last night. You know, he said it what the Bible said. That's why I asked you about
Rebel 9.
Yeah, 200 million missiles going to hit this place. He said that. I said, yo, that's scripture. I was like,
see, that's the spirit. Because that's how the Lord wants this place to be thrown down. And then it's you know how to say the revolution won't be televised? Well, this one is. Because we live in an age of information. So Rev 18 says, what? The nations standing before all shall see the smoke of our burning, they shall lament. You know?
That's crazy. He said that.
Hey, it says Esau, the children of Israel are wiser than the children of light. You know, so
He said, Russia would hit the target would hit the 200 missiles.
beautiful.
Wow. They said if I do the fairy tale, a nigga is a fairy tale. Nigga is a fairy tale.
Right. This happening. You know? Second Edges 15 verse 3. Fear not their imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. And that's unbelief. We're not bothered by unbelievers, man. We don't let your lack of faith, you know, you scoffing, whatever you gotta say. 'Cause, hey, just like Paul says, so what if then if some did not believe? You know, we believe and we see the prophecies. We calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We having miracles. The Most High is boosting our faith. He's keeping us going. All right. So that's all that's important to us. You know. Verse 4: For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You know, a lot of people is going to die. You got Klaus Schwab saying that they're on track to where 6 billion people to die next year. All right? Which is our Lord's will. The Most High is the one who kills it, and he makes it alive. But Esau is his sword. So he's going to use Esau as a killing instrument to wipe out a lot of people, man.
So what did it say? The time shall be shortened for the elect's sake. For
Yeah.
you know what I mean? With no flesh will be left.
Yep.
So that's an agenda. So that's going to catapult prophecy even quicker. You know what I mean? Closer.
People see that you got people, you know, dumb nut Negroes. They'll sit there and say, "Oh, I don't believe that. He just talking. He just bluff." I said, that's like you said, that's Yahweh Shah's sword right there, man. So really, that's the Lord speaking to him, telling us, like, you know, putting that in his mouth to say that. So it's going to go down, you know. Just like the scripture said. He said, "My word won't go out void."
This is 1 Samuel 2 and verse 6. First Samuel 2 and verse 6. The Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua kill it and make it alive. He bring it down to the grave and bring it up. So it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua who kills. He wounds, he heals, he bounds up. Okay, but he also has a killing instrument on the earth. I believe we read it last week. He buried not the sword in vain. You know, so he don't just got the sword for nothing. Oh, that's the spirit. He got it because he's gonna use it. You know? Which is why David said what? Save me from the wicked, which is thy sword. You know? And I'm gonna get that in Ezekiel, man. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22. No, actually it's 21. Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. Because one thing about this agenda, man, this has been planned hundreds of years.
Yeah, that's spirit. I was just saying that earlier, like, you know, pondering in my head about it. We've been playing for 100 years.
And now they're at the point to where they're gonna see it. So yeah, man, Esau, you know, he's elated right now.
That's why I don't think Jacob Rothschild did it. Come on. They ain't even televised or said nothing about his funeral.
Right.
You know what I mean? Come on.
Right, they're in some bunker somewhere, man.
Yeah.
Getting ready.
They got all the cameras set up. They're just getting ready to sit back and watch the show.
He
They
like
got their slaves down there.
Yep.
You know?
He's the pivotal point of this whole situation. How, you know, he died all the time. Like, come on. You know?
Yeah, that makes sense, man.
Yep.
Yeah. This is Ezekiel 21 and verse 8. Again, the word of the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua came unto me, saying, Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus said the Lord, say, a sword is sharpened, and it's also furbished, meaning it's what? It's shined up. All right. You got something called a blade sharpener. And that's what Yahweh Shem Shai has been doing with Esau. But these are drills, Jade Helm, for example, different military exercises that involve Black Hawk helicopters. You know, even this whole thing with the internet outage a couple weeks back. You know, that's that sword being sharpened. Okay, the next time shit goes offline, okay, when it goes back online, in order to buy or sell, you're gonna have to have that charagma. You see? Verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. All right, so I'll look it up if you want to Google real quick. I believe it's about 7.9 billion people on the earth, and they talking about doing away with 6 billion next year. So that's people dying from what? Pestilence, hunger, war, right? Because the sword comes in many forms, man. Earthquakes, so-called natural disasters, things of that nature, you know? It says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Shall we then make mirth, and make it mirth is its joy, happiness, which is why it says in Ecclesiastes it's better to go down to the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Because in the house of feasting, you're smiling, you're laughing. In the house of mourning, you're more chafed in the spirit. Like what it says about David and his mighty men, man. They were chafed in the spirit. You know, they were catching hell. They weren't comfortable. Okay?
They make it to you in the morning state of mindset, you're more focused. You ain't got, you're uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna make you be on point. You're in the house of mirth, and then you're playing around, you're getting too carefree, carefree, like
relax.
Yeah, relax.
The Most High is keeping us in the state of being uncomfortable because it goes back to that saying. That's something.
It says, as of 2024, the world's population is estimated to be 8.2 billion people.
So if they do away with 6 billion, that leaves about 2.2 billion people left. But that's still not good enough for them, right? Because according to the Guidestones that they blew up in the midst of the scamdemic, right? What happened to that? They just, swept that under the rug. They want the population under 500 million. So that means they want to take a lot of people out, man. And who do you think the majority of those people are? Yeah. People on this sign. All right? This is why right now you got these migrants coming up, which a lot of them could be UN troops. A lot of them could be from the Middle East, but they could speak that Spanish real good, and they could blend in with the northern tribes.
Well, what do Amalek call the rest of the people? They call them goyim, right? So that's a sheeple. So it's easier to corral less people. You still have enough people to do your bidding, which is certain jobs and stuff, but it should also keep the numbers down. Because what it says, what's that movie Vendetta? It says, I believe that the government should fear the people, not the other way around. So when there's only about 1 million so-called law enforcement, under 1 million in the whole U.S. continental states.
So well, going back to that Civil War, that's what the guy was saying.
Yeah.
He said when you talk about military veterans and Americans that are armed, we outnumber the police force about 10-1.
Yeah.
Some crazy number. We outnumber the military.
Yeah.
And the thing that separates the UK from what's happening there with the migrants, the Muslims coming in, they're doing a lot of raping of those women, a lot of violence, vandalism. The thing that separates that from America is that Americans are armed. They're armed to the teeth.
Yeah.
The average American at least has a shotgun in their house, rifle,
Yeah,
something.
want to get rid of the guns.
That's what I was gonna say. So it's either it's a killing two birds with one stone. They want to get rid of the guns or the people, because if it's less people, then it's less guns. Either way, less guns, less people.
So what's Esau's agenda? Well, it's Hegelian dialect, which goes into problem, reaction, solution. So you create the problem, and then you offer the people the solution you want anyway. Okay, you create the problem, right? And that's going to get the reaction you want, and then you offer them the solution that you want anyway. Like what? You create a problem with the economy, All right, the reaction is what? The market's going to crash. What's the solution? Karagma.
Don't that say that on there? Order out of chaos.
Yep.
New world order.
Yep. Novus Ordo Secloria.
Yeah.
Which that Latin, which just proves that what? This is modern day Rome and also Egypt, because it also got the pyramid on there too. You know? This is Ezekiel 21 and verse 10. It says, should we then make mirth? And making mirth is being in a happy, joy. You know, like, you know, most I don't have this men in that spirit, man. For the most part, we're uncomfortable. Okay, we're, you know,
Not happy here.
we ain't happy here, man. Because as the saying, hard times create strong men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, strong men create what?
Easy times.
Easy times create soft, weak men. Okay, so we're in the era of soft, weak men.
Mm-hmm.
But in the midst of this era, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is creating strong men, which are his elect, which are those 7,000 men that would not bow the knee to Baal. Okay, and what's that going to? Ultimately, conforming to this world. Okay, and the ultimate form of conforming to this world is taking this man's charagma. Okay. This is because people, man, no, sorry for rambling, but people actually believe that Trump is going to fix things.
Savior. Jesus, you have the Savior complex.
That's Esau's God.
Yeah.
You know, because I was watching the about the Civil War, right? Just different news clips and articles and things, and the guy said, by us standing up fighting for Trump, we're doing God's work. We're fighting for God. So they actually believe that.
Right.
So that's going to cause what? Bloodshed, man. You know, because when you have that religious conviction, that's going to lead to war.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Wasn't that part of what they call the what was that thing when they came over here? What's that thing? Oh my God, I didn't think of it before I spoke. But manifest destiny. Yeah. They had that whole. They thought that the Lord gave them the God-given right to quest out. You know what I mean? These different foreign lands and take them, claim them.
Which actually they're right about that, because that goes into the blessing that the Lord gave Isaac.
Fact.
But they didn't remember the latter end of that. That you have to get paid back for that.
Right.
You know? Yeah. This is Ezekiel 21 and 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus said the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, say a sword is sharpened and is also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. That's why they've been burning down the food factories, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, because they want to engineer a famine, proper reaction solution. You control the food, you control the people.
Right.
All right. What happened in ancient Egypt? I'm going to get that too. Because during the time of Joseph, it says what? The money fell. That's an economic collapse. Yeah. You know? Yeah. This is Genesis 47. This is Genesis 47 and 13. Americans are being squeezed right now, man. They got the Mossad got your ass in a chokehold, man. Financially, spiritually, you know. People are living paycheck to paycheck. You know, and our people, we're used to living paycheck. Jake is used to that shit, man. Jake is used to, you know, canned goods. All right. Refrigerator not being too full. Jake has been living like that since they got over here. But the middle class, all right, pawn shops, food pantries, food stamps, hustling. Jake know how to make something from nothing. But Esau, you know, his ass, he can't do. He needs the refrigerator, the deep freezer, the outhouse. He needs that because he has to see. You know. This is Genesis 47 and 13. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore. And that's coming back. Right? How do we know that? Because in Esdras it says, Many of them that dwell upon the earth shall die of famine, man. And that's a horrible way to die. Okay, because we die in a famine, your body's just eating away at itself. You're just wasting away, thinking about all the good food you used to eat. And America's home to a lot of obese people, man. So you're gonna have a lot of motherfuckers losing a lot of weight, man.
Quick.
You know?
There's health complications come behind that, like those starving children in Africa, them big pot bellies. That shit's nasty.
Parasites they got in them
Parasites,
way too after a
yeah.
while. That's gonna bring a foul smell to them.
And that's gonna cause diseases too.
Yep.
You know? It says, so that the land of Egypt, which the modern day Egypt is America, right? Egypt meaning our house of bondage. Okay? And all the land of Canaan fainted by reason of the famine. So they didn't leave that land, they were gonna starve to death. You know, so what does famine cause? It causes people to migrate, people to go other places.
Right.
Guess where people gonna go? In your damn neighbor's house, man. Does not it say that? It say that Edris, a man should have no pity upon his neighbor. You know? 14. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they brought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. Now Pharaoh, meaning the modern day Pharaoh, Pharaoh goes into great house. Okay, so this will go into what? The elites, the top banking families, because that's who owns every damn thing. You know? And when money failed in the land of Egypt, which is what? The same thing that's happening here. The money is failing. Your dollar doesn't hold any value from what it did about 40, 60 years ago, man. Going back to the 80s, 70s, 60s. Okay, there was a time where this dollar was actually backed by gold. All right, then Nixon took it off the gold standard and put it back by what? Oil. Okay, then you have Saudi Arabia, the petrodollar, which they force all nations to exchange their currency for the oil. But now Saudi Arabia is doing away with their petrodollar. So what's happening? Nations are doing away with the dollar. They're putting their money into Bitcoin, BRICS nations. Okay.
The counter to the Bitcoin was the Fed now. What happened to that Fed now shit? They was pushing.
Right, which I believe they're gonna reintroduce it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It says, and when money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money faileth. So that's gonna happen. What do you think people are gonna do? They're gonna go to the government like we need to eat. Okay, so the government's gonna say, well, you want to eat, then you have to do this. And Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle. Not a lot of people own land. Now, right now, we're in a concrete jungle, man. How many people have asses, oxen, sheep? Nobody has cattle out here, man. Okay, so what do you think they're gonna give exchange for that? Their bodies, right? It says, and Joseph said, give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if money fail. 17. And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for horses, and for the flocks, and for the cattle of the earth, and for the asses. So that means these people who do own farms, those farms are going to collapse. They're going to have to sell it. Because they're not going to be able to, first of all, those farmers, if they want to produce organic goods, they have to go through hell for that, because the government, Monsanto, Kill Bill, is putting extra taxes on them. Okay, because there's incentives to having GMO crops, you know, to doing away with certain organic goods, because this double wants you to have GMO crops, because that produces what? The C word, and that's going to cause what? A mass die-off, population control.
And it's to keep you from actually using the same fruits and vegetables to regrow shit you already bought.
Right, because those are most likely unseeded.
They can't grow.
So then you cannot, you can't say, you know what? I'm gonna plant these seeds and grow more tomatoes, more squash. You know, which is what?
There's been historical proof to that. I think this black farmer over in I think it's Texas. They just went against the Fed for discrimination for the budget they give the farmers yearly, and they've been denying black farmers loans and the money that you seen it, the big black guy, the farmer guy. Yeah, but I guess they just got awarded. They just agreed that there was an issue with the black farmers not getting a fair cut of the money. You know what I mean? But that's all institutional racism.
Right, this devil been doing that shit.
Yeah.
You know, he promised you 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah.
Jake never got that.
Never.
Personally, I'm not going to, what people says, you're not going to prosper. You're going to always be oppressed. You're not prosper.
You shall be the tail. And they shall be the head. You shall be the borrower, and they shall be.
I don't know why Jake keep thinking they can escape those curses, man. No matter what you do, you might outrun it, but eventually you're gonna have to with you. You know what I'm saying? Like Jason, if you're not when you're in the forest, they run it, and then he just walking slow. Eventually,
in front of your ass.
Like, how you doing? I'm the curse.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
business closed down.
Right. Got you.
Got you, bitch.
This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 10. Second Esdras 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. And who's ultimately doing the leading? These Judas goats out here. There's a lot of false prophets amongst Israel, man. Okay, mainly of these other camps. Okay, how do we know they're false prophets? For one, they don't come in the name of the Lord, right? What's the name of the Lord? Yahweh. What's the name of his son? Yahweh Shai. Okay, it's that Proverbs 34. What's his name? What is his son's name? If thou can't tell. But we're out here telling you, because that's actually the key, right? There's something known as the key of David that's going to get you knocking on that door, which is calling upon Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai say, he that knocketh, it shall be opened unto him.
That proves that, Yahweh Shai is a black man. The way he just said that, that's like slang, like, what is his son's name? What's my, how do you say,
Right.
what's my name?
Right.
What's my name? Can't you tell? Like,
Yeah.
That's how he is.
And there's another script that say, the Most High say, man, y'all got me hot. I believe that's in Judges. I was like, yo, you know what Jake wrote this. So I was thrown down, you know.
Got me heated right now.
Yeah, Jake, that's what Jake said, man. I'm hot, man.
Yo, before you go on, because I remember like some years back, it was this Edomite dude, somebody posted up on Facebook, and he was saying like, studying in phonics and all that, and he was like saying like why like black people use a lot of slang words and stuff like that, because they get it from the Bible. That's how, he was basically saying the Bible is our book, that's us.
Oh, wow.
Because that's how we talk, with slang and parables and like with rhythm, you know what I'm saying?
Was that a video or an article?
It was a video.
Okay.
It was a white dude talking about, he was breaking down the books of you remember that back in the 90s he had a book called the Ebonics?
Okay.
Yeah. He was saying like that's how the Bible is. He said that's how we know the black so-called African Americans are the people of the book. God talked like that, and that's how they talk.
That's fire.
He made the connection.
The accomplice a diligent search. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 10. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. So they're bringing up those migrants in. How the hell are these people getting so armed?
Right.
They got fucking machine guns and shit. Well, you gotta have money to get that shit, man. Okay, and then you can't just get it, especially if you're in the legal. You gotta have the proper paperwork. Okay,
Right.
so it's obvious that these people are being funded. And out there in Chicago, Chirac, there's rumors of one of those little drill rapper niggas
Got killed
by the Venezuelan gang.
Right.
So now they're saying it's gonna be beef between
Yep.
the blacks and the Hispanics. Which y'all niggas don't know that y'all the same people, man. And Esau is dividing and conquering you. And in the midst of you killing each other, he's gonna swoop in and kill all your asses, man.
Right.
So you're being led as a flock to the slaughter, man. All right, out here on the streets, you going down to Egypt for help. All right, you think you're gonna trust in this man's system? You going down and voting? You're being led as a flock to the slaughter.
Yeah. Well, I remember this Jake was talking about, I think it was a Hispanic brother, and he was saying, I think it was on Vlad, and he was basically saying how you could be cool in the world, but like, like blacks and Puerto Ricans can be cool on this side of the fence. He said no matter how cool you are on the outside, once you get behind them walls, that could be your man and all that. But you going to go over there to the Mexicans, and Jake going to go over there with the blacks at, and the Asians and the whites and all that, they going to go, you know what I'm saying?
It's racially segregated.
Exactly.
You know, because that's the scripture says, all flesh consorted to his like. But really our people, they don't understand that there's a language barrier between northern and southern. That's kind of a huge, you know, that's kind of what makes that separation.
Yeah.
You know, because when they start speaking Spanish, Jakes that can't speak Spanish, they, you know,
They feel some kind of way.
They feel some kind of way.
Saying something you don't want me to hear, you know, basically, right?
Now I saw this interview from this guy named Lil Woody, which I just watched, and he said he's talked to a Mexican guy, right? He asked him, why don't you like blacks? He said, because I don't like the way y'all treat each other. Y'all don't take care of each other. Y'all don't trust each other. Y'all put each other down. Makes perfect sense, man. That's the curses. You know, for the most part, the Northern Kingdom, even in the world, we knew that shit. We knew if you had to fight a poppy off, nigga, like 100 more of them coming. You know, a lot more of them are coming. So they stick together. You know, they're more organized. They're family-wise, they have two-parent households. You see, they're more structured than the Southern Kingdom, man. Because Judah was targeted because Judah being that head tribe.
Exactly.
But there's a blessing in that too, because the Lord said He's going to save Judah first. You see? This is 2nd Edges 15 and verse 11. Behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. How? With this economic collapse, man, with voting. Okay? Because ultimately, in order for you to continue forward in this society, you're going to have the charagma. But if you take that charagma, that's going to be your destruction. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Right? Like it says in Jeremiah, we will no longer stay upon him who smote us, man. See, right now we have to work, we pay bills. You know, we for the most part, we obey the powers that be. You know, for the most part, we obey the powers that be. Okay? But when that chip is introduced, then that's when we know that's the cutoff. This is why we're building up our faith now, because in those times, it's going to take ultimate trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay? Which is what right now, you should be building up your faith. A part of that is coming out to the highways and hedges, man. Okay? A part of that is reading, studying, fasting. We have the Day of Atonement coming up, watching the videos, you know. 2nd Edges 15 and verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and that's the chariots. All right, just like it says in Isaiah, as birds flying. Man.
I know somebody put it on TikTok too. Who went to some store, he was scanning his hand at the grocery store. So they already got that. I think I don't know if I posted it.
Jake dumbass is in there doing it too.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna be marketing. You have all these rap niggas, Cardi B's a sexy red, make America sexy again. You know, make America get the chip again.
Right.
You know.
They're gonna market it like them rap chips. You know?
So they doing that now. So they slowly, introducing you, getting you, Revelation 13, I think, it was 13 and 14 to get you ready. You know, they're prepping people up now. You know what I'm saying? To get ready, to introduce you to the chip, and because now you're starting to see more people getting chipped now, like crazy, even over here, like damn.
Yeah, it started real heavy in Sweden. Like Sweden is like the pioneer for that. Like the majority of the population is already cashless. You know?
Yeah, it's real wicked over there. Ain't that where that CERN shit was at? Somewhere
I believe
over
so.
there.
'Cause that's
Sweden.
dealing with the UK, the beast.
Yeah.
You know? This is the book of Isaiah 31. Isaiah 31 and verse 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua host defend Jerusalem. Okay, and I did a lesson earlier this week, right, on the prophet Elijah. You know how nothing is impossible with the Most High. Because what did the Most High do with Elijah? He at Elijah's mouth, he said he caused a great drought in Israel. But then in the midst of that, he used ravens to feed Elijah. We look at those birds are very, very intelligent creatures. They're big too.
Yeah.
Like you have crows, but a raven is much bigger than the crow. But those, they can actually remember faces. They remember good and bad experiences with people. So that means they recognized Elijah, remembered his face, brought him bread and flesh in the morning and fed him twice a day, man.
Yeah.
You know? Yahweh Shem Yahushua is cold, man.
Yeah. What he used the dove to show Noah that the water had receded. He brought him back the
Branch.
piece of wheat or whatever.
I believe
What
it's
was
the
it?
olive branch, right?
No.
And that's not letting Noah know, okay, the flood, it's time to get out the ark
Baby.
now.
Yeah.
Then Noah got out the ark and he went and did what? He had a vineyard. Noah
Yeah.
means rest. The Lord had given him that rest. He had Ham, nasty ass, look at him. And that's when the curse fell on Canaan. Which we're not Canaan, by the way. We come from Shem, man. We come from Shem, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. But Jacob's name was changed into Israel. Okay, but yeah, you know, those birds, it says as birds flying, for the most part, they fly in formation. They understand, weather patterns, things of that nature.
Right,
They're
yeah.
in order.
Yeah.
So that's how the Lord's going to come back with the fathership, Michael the archangel. They're going to be on missions to do what? To defend and to deliver and also destroy. Search and destroy too. You know? It's Isaiah 31 and 5. As birds flying, so will Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua hosts defend Jerusalem. So we're going to need, so that's going to be our defense. Okay? But a lot of these dumbass people, they're going to think they're on an alien invasion. So that's that mighty hand that the Most High is going to use to deliver his people, man. You know? And that proves that that we're people before we're a place. Right? Because wherever the Israelites are, then that's where Jerusalem is. And this is why we say that NYC or Harlem is spiritual Jerusalem. Because that's where the truth came out of. Dealing with Abba Bivens, High Priest Ariyah, Mashal, the elders, the apostles. That's where the truth came out of, man.
Well, you got what is New York? That means it was an old York. You got New Jersey, so it's an old Jersey. So then there's a New Jerusalem.
Yep. It says what? New Jerusalem gonna come down from heaven and take the kingdom.
Right.
You know. It says, as birds flying, so will the Lord of hosts defend Jerusalem. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. So that's divine intervention, which we're gonna need, man. Everything we're talking about, you're not gonna survive it if the Most High is not with you. You might get past certain things. Like it says in Esdras, if you escape the famine, the sword gonna get you. And that sword could come in the form of pestilence, pack of cannibals. And Amos has said, if a man flee from a lion, the bear must.
Lion, snake.
You know?
It's like we always say,
Go
that
mine.
when animals get out the zoo.
Yeah, they're gonna get out, man. The Most High gonna have the spirit on them, just like he put the spirit on the ravens to feed Elijah. You have the spirit on them to attack certain people. You don't have the spirit. Lord willing, you have the spirit on them to be at peace with us.
Right.
I had a dream about lions running through Cocky and tigers and somebody.
Yeah. It's right there by the zoo.
Yup. Somebody, a girl ran to my house. Oh my God, it's a tiger. I'm like, oh shit.
Yup. This is gonna get wicked niggas over there, man. Lions, tigers, bears, wolves.
Yeah.
Right now, you go in the zoo, those animals, they look defeated. They're all depressed and
Yeah,
shit.
dude, yeah.
They gonna be happy as hell on that day. They're gonna have that. Most likely gonna put that spirit back in them. Of what? Natural habitat, hunt. You know, kill.
What they was made for.
Right.
Right?
Second edge of spirit, and you think about a lion, that's just painful, but that's more of a quick death. You got some animals like a bear that should have just eat your ass, man. You just there screaming.
Bear, yeah, lion will eat you while you still living.
The bear.
Still, yep, bear, but lion too. Because you see how they ate that Edomite dude when he trying to get out of his car and take a picture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were eating and them pride lions got up on his ass, but he was still like, live, like, still living while he was taking them apart. But then he died, then he gave ass.
That's a horrible way to go. Yeah. You think about what? Crocodiles, sharks and shit, well, if your ass fall in the ocean, you know? It says wild beasts shall change their places. You got foxes, bobcats, mountain lions.
They say this seems like last week somebody seen a shark in Queens, New York Beach.
Oh, wow.
It's already happened.
Looking for food because what Esau does, he overfishes the ocean.
And also he takes out the animals and creatures that should be left. He takes those out.
Yeah.
Like for example, oyster,
The bottom feeders.
lobster, crab, shrimp. He take those out. So they can't do their proper job, which is what? Clean the ocean. And also, what about the animals that depend on those as food?
Right.
You know?
So what you have now, you have certain species of whale attacking the fishermen, even regular ships. But really the fishermen, they claim they were coming up for the food itself, the fish, and the net when they were pulling it up. Nah, these whales are strategically attacking ships, biting off the propellers and shit, because they know that, hey, that's like you have some food on your table and then somebody come and just pull it away from you. You're gonna be like, yo, like that's my food, like bring it back. So that's what the whales doing. Like they know that their food is getting pulled up by this ship. So it's common sense for them to attack the ship.
And then you got orcas. Those are some intelligent ass creatures, man.
Yeah.
And sharks don't even fuck with orcas, man.
Hell no, them killer whales.
Yep.
Hell no. Hence killer whales.
This is Second Esdras 15 and verse 11. But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm. And that's what the world will call an alien invasion, which alien means foreign. And the concept of a Yahushai, what we call as God, a so-called black man, that's foreign to these people. And smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land of them. So all the plagues are coming back, man. The darkness, the locusts, the death of cattle, which a lot of cattle are dying off too, and that's going to engineer a famine, boils, lice. Hell, it's gonna manifest when people take that charagma. They're gonna get a grievous sore. Back in ancient Egypt, the plague was what? Boils, lice, rivers of blood. All of these are signs, but the Lord's going to bring them back again because this is modern Egypt again. In ancient Egypt, the money failed, economic collapse. There's going to be another economic collapse again.
Yeah, but to levy back on what you said about the so-called alien invasion, it is going to be just that, because then Yahushua said when he come back, he shall not meet you as a man.
Yep.
So he's going to have his new body.
Even Habakkuk was at 3:16 said that he said, I should invade them with my troops.
Yep.
Right. I should invade the people with his troops.
That's the vision. That's the vision of the second coming.
Right. Because when you look at what ET, what means extraterrestrial. So these bodies are what?
No, terrestrial.
Terrestrial.
Yep.
So they coming back in celestial bodies.
Yep.
So it is going to be an alien invasion.
Right. But Esau, he got people thinking grays,
Little green egghead.
Mars, when Mars attack type
Exactly.
shit. It's actually angels, man.
Right.
Men with beards.
12-foot, dark.
That's what
Black man.
That's what Esau do. You start propaganda. You know what I'm saying, to get you to think this is the enemy, but really it's our people. So we're gonna have you fight against your own people. You know what I'm saying? really is, is our salvation.
That's why
You're gonna have people thinking it's aliens.
Yeah.
And really, nah, it's not. It's
that's
the
why
Lord.
it goes into the strangeness of our salvation. 'Cause that's strange.
Strange.
Because why are only these people being defended?
Right.
Why are only these people being protected and delivered,
Right.
and not me?
Yeah.
You know.
I think they call it fear mongering.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Show fear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Second Edges 15 and verse 12. It says, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and the punishment that Jehovah by Hashem Yahushai shall bring upon. The Lord's about to fuck this place up, man. All praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It's already fallen, man.
Yeah.
You know, the bitter part is what? We still gotta go to work and act like, you know,
Shit all cool.
when it ain't. We
Right.
ready, man. Bring the chip, man. Push the button. Let's go with the elections.
Right.
Get the Egyptian against Egyptian poppers.
Exactly.
Because we know it's going to happen, man. You know? It says, 13, they that till the ground shall mourn. Who's that? Farmers. People who own farmland. People who own land in general.
Yeah.
Okay, the reason why they're going to be mourning is because a lot of them are going to lose that land. They're not going to be able to grow anything because the Most High is cursing the land.
Yeah.
Okay, the only thing that will grow is those Monsanto GMO seeds. It shows you that in that movie, the new Jurassic Park, man. It says, for their seeds shall fail with the blasting and hell, and that's what the Most High smote ancient Egypt with. Hell. It said there ain't never been no hell like that, and there never will be. You know? And with a fearful constellation, because you have what, the Farmer's Almanac, they into astrology and shit.
Yeah.
You know? Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. So I'm gonna go back to Genesis.
Yeah, because you already seeing the famine taking place due to drought. Because the water is not raining over in California. They got it bad, man. You know what I'm saying? I've seen stories on that from years ago up to now. The rivers are shrinking.
And that's spread throughout the whole of New Mexico. It's spreading.
Yeah.
Like it's spreading east. It's starting west, but it's coming out east.
Yeah.
And like Wisconsin, New Mexico, Nevada.
Yeah.
It's huge droughts over there.
The scripture, I think, is in Psalms was 69, 67, saying he's going to dry out the land, you know, make the land desert, you know what I'm saying?
That's causing what? That's causing that's also causing wildfires.
Yeah.
That's also causing destruction of ecosystems, habitats, which is also causing
Migration.
and wild beasts to change their places.
Yeah.
You know, so everything is coming. Everything is, all the dominoes are lined up. It's gonna take that one push.
Yeah.
Everything's gonna happen, man.
And that's what's also bringing the migrants up here, because they have no way to sustain themselves other than if you probably inside a drug family, a cartel, and they're killing each other at a rapid rate.
And then down there, they say you're either in the gang or you're in the military.
Yeah.
So these people that come up here, they're used to order. They're used to structure. All right, weaponry. They have some type of uniform unity about them.
Uniform.
You know, the people up here, they don't got that shit. You know.
That's like, they call them like guerrilla warfare type.
Guerrillas, yeah.
Then the fact that they took it over apartment complexes.
Yeah.
You should see how they was ordering when they did that. They was like, you on the phone, and they all circling, and they all like, you know, getting in, you know, knocking on the door, and they got the gun already.
They collected rent.
Yep.
Kicking people out.
You seen the one with the Jake, light skinned Jake? Talking about, you know, we gotta link up, you know what I'm saying?
you gotta link up.
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring out, that's the whole thing when I said you could be cool on the outside, but when you locked up, you gonna go to your kind. You know, but I saw that one too. That Jake said, yo, man, you niggas don't get it, man. Like they coming over here, they taking over. He was wicked, but he talking about trying to come together because they're gonna take over the drug market. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's gonna happen to Esau, like you said earlier, Esau getting up to divide and conquer, but it's gonna backfire because that's gonna cause that race war, because eventually, you know, they gonna, you know, Southern and Northern gonna click up and go against East, so that's gonna bring the race war.
Because they're going to realize who the real enemy is.
Yeah.
Right.
Because in the midst of them destroying each other. And like, oh shit, this nigga killing both of us.
Right.
We have a common ground here.
Yeah.
Which is this white man.
Yeah.
That's the Lord. I'm gonna have to get it. He said, "When I have been Judah, and I filled the bow with Ephraim."
Yeah.
You know?
Cause who was the Jake? Who was the Jake? It was a Jake that was dating the cocaine.
Oh, you talking about
Griselda.
Oh, you talking about the dude from he just got out of prison too.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Grateful
After.
something like that.
Yeah.
Raymond something. Grateful.
No,
Raymond.
this one. No,
Yeah.
he been out.
No, he just got out.
No, I know the one you talk
That's
about.
who- that's who-
That's who he is.
Yeah,
That's his
that's-
name.
yeah,
I
that's
think he
the-
had a different name.
Yeah, Grateful
But he
Yep.
dated the Griselda
Shit, Yeah.
from Cocaine Cowboy.
Yep.
So Jake already got connections with Venezuelan, Colombians, because they're the plug.
Yep.
They the plug. So it's already that, okay, you family. You know, because Ephraim like that. Hey, Poppy,
Yeah,
come
yeah.
out. Hey, come have a drink. Come eat. Yay, mom. You know.
Yep. Yeah,
So
great.
it's just money that what is that, the root of all evil, the love of money causes the friction.
That's the same dude. Yeah, he just got out of
Okay.
prison like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
This is Zechariah. Zechariah 9, verse 13. It says, "When I have bent Judah for me, and Judah is the southern kingdom." All right. Today they're being so-called African Americans, colored, Negro, nigger, Jamaican, Haitian, Trinidadian, Ghanaian, West Indian. That's Judah, man. That's the southern right there. Okay.
They say even the Seminoles is dark skinned Jakes.
Yeah, they are.
You know what I mean?
There's a lot of those in Louisiana.
Reuben.
Reuben, you can't
Yeah.
tell them apart.
Yeah.
Which I believe the natives were classified as Negro in 1861
Yeah.
because they blended in so good.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
It says, "When I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece," which that's Esau. Okay, so you're gonna have Judah and you read it again. It says, "For when I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bow with Ephraim, that's the northern kingdom." So you got the Venezuelans, so-called, El Salvadorians, Mexicans, Cubans, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, Panamanians, all these people that are coming up through that border, man, y'all are Israelites. Okay, and this is a sanctuary city, and they're here. Okay, so how long before, the migrants start walling up out here? You see?
They got some Venezuelans there. I got one sister, Venezuelan sister working at my job. She just got hired. I seen one time at the beginning of the summer at a mall. He was doing, at the cinema movie used to be at. He was in there, we was sitting in there. You know what I'm saying? So he already here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been seeing a lot of them on all these, on late.
Okay.
Yeah, they come in like a big family buying. That's the migrants.
Yep. It says, "When I have bent Judah for me, and filled the bow with Ephraim, and raised up thy sons, O Zion, against thy sons, O Greece." So the Lord's going to put the sons of Israel, all right, the two tribes are going to become one. The two kingdoms. All right, the kingdom split, which is why you got division to this day between northern and southern, because those are two kingdoms. All right, but what's going to happen is the Lord's going to make these two kingdoms become one to fight against Esau, so-called white man. Okay, "and made thee as the sword of a mighty man." That's because the Most High is going to make the sons of his nation into a battle axe and weapons of war. All right. This is Genesis 47 and verse 18, because first they sold their cattle for food, right? Now Genesis 47:18. When that year was ended, because it was, remember, it's a 7-year famine, a 7-year plenteous. The Most High put the Spirit on Joseph to store up for the 7th year of famine. It says, when that year was ended, they came unto him the 2nd year, and said unto him, we will not hide it from my Lord, how that our money is spent. My Lord also had our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my Lord, but our bodies and our land. So that's what's going to come down to. Motherfuckers going to offer up their body, all right, in order to eat. Because you're going to be put in the predicament where, you know, which right now people put in the predicament. Do I pay this damn rent? Or do I put some food on the table? I got children. Stomachs is touching backs. You got all type of fucking bills you got. Which all these bills are scams. Rent is a scam. Insurance is a scam.
It's the what if factor. What if something happens? In
What
between, there ain't shit happen. Nigga, I want my money.
Well, I still have to pay.
You saw, you know, Amalek affected the perfect pyramid scheme.
Right, it ain't like you have a car for, let's say you pay insurance for 3 years and then you're good. No. You gotta continue to pay this shit as long as you have a car. You got registration fees. You got inspection, which inspection is understandable. But insurance, you know.
Because over there in Europe, Britain, or in London, I have a friend that was from London. He said they don't pay none of that shit over there. They don't got no license. They don't.
It's America.
Yep. They said we buy a house and we own it. There ain't no paying no mortgage.
Taxes, property tax.
Yeah, nothing. You know why? Because America is the money bin for the elites. That's all it is. Yeah, I got it. No, I'm good.
It's a home of slaves, man.
Yeah.
You know? It says 19, wherefore shall we die before thine eyes, both we and our land? Buy us and our land for bread. So they sold their body with their land. And people don't even own land today like that. People don't own shit, especially if you're American, you don't own shit. Mr. Swab said that too. You will own nothing and be happy. You know, so people's gonna willfully give up their body, i.e. they're gonna take their charagma for a little GMO ass food, man.
Fake ass hamburger.
Fake ass hamburger.
Yeah.
And you're not even gonna enjoy it because the moment that goes down, the Lord is on the way, man. You
I
know?
was gonna say that, like that scene in The Mist. Soon as he thought that it was the last resort to kill his family and himself, when he did it, that's when the cavalry came in. You know what I mean? So that's kind of that same situation. That's crazy.
Which that's why it's gonna take faith. He didn't have that. He didn't have no faith.
Yep.
You know?
That's why y'all was said, your patience possessing your sinfulness. Be patient. Don't be too hasty. Just because it's time of trouble comes, then you want to just jump. Oh, I can't. You know, like you said, goes back to not having faith.
Yep, and that's what the scripture said, make not haste in the time of trouble. You know? It says that we may live and not die, that the land be not desolate. 20. And Joseph brought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, and for the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them. So the land became Pharaoh's. Not the elites own all this shit. So all this is becoming the elites. You know? The elites even own you people. Contracts.
It's like the Monopoly board.
Yeah.
You already know that Amalek is the top guy that controls all the movement and what do they call it? The commercial, the industrial. It's like the game Monopoly. They own the Rockefellers. Who's that? The oil tycoon? Was that the Rockefellers?
Yeah, I believe so.
John D.
Rockefellers, DuPonts.
Made his money off oil.
Yep.
The Rothschilds, the banking families, you know, the diamond districts, they own all that shit. So, you know, they want your shit. They
want
small
you.
mom and pop, yeah.
Just like it says in Habakkuk, he is as hell and can never be satisfied. And
Right.
his hell goes into the grave,
Yeah.
which no matter how many people die, the grave ain't gonna never be satisfied. Like they always gotta build new graveyards. There's never enough room. Well, that's the belly of Esau. He's not happy with having the fatness of the earth, the dew of heaven, you know, all the wealth. He actually want to control people, man. You know?
God complex.
Could you get that article? Like both of them? I'm gonna go into a couple more.
Devil, man. This guy, man. Fall guy.
I mean, what part you want to read?
Let me see which one's that one. That one. Read the other one first, then go. Actually, no. Start there, then go to that one. Get this.
What part of this we want?
Just start from the top. Let's read that. And all right. Wait, let's see. Yeah. Just read all of it. It's not that much. Call the website from.
The board of Cyprus. Courts. A major bank is bracing for $1 billion in fine over reported Chinese drug trafficking. Toronto Dominion Bank TD plus 0.79%. Canada's second largest bank saw its profits plunge in the third quarter as it prepares to be hit with a hefty fine over a U.S. federal probe.
Right. So dealing with these U.S. federal probes, right? This bank and started in Canada, they're now being hit with our suspicion of Chinese money laundering. Because I was watching Double Seven's video, and you have guys like Warren Buffett, right?
Yeah.
He's now dumping shares of Bank of America because there's rumors that that's going to be the next bank to get looked into. Okay, so that's going to cost them what, billions, hundreds of dollars. So shares are being dumped. So stocks are going down, you see, but this can be used as a catalyst because it's only going to take one event for him to introduce that Corona problem. You know, so he's going to say, well, these other nations, they're money laundering. You know, we have to do away with the dollar. We need a new form of currency.
Yeah.
You see?
It all makes sense because it's going into that Bitcoin, how people were creating Bitcoin to get away from the FRN node.
The control of the government.
Exactly, because of the taxation on the money. That's crazy.
TD reports 181 million net loss, 181 million net loss early Thursday.
181 million Thursday.
Down from 2.88 billion in profits a year earlier. The sizable hit to its bottom line includes the impact of the 2 billion in provision to cover any potential fines related to investigation into a bank AML program. Altogether, TD has set aside roughly 3.57 billion in connection with probe. The total sum the bank expects to pay in fine TD shares for 44% in pre-marketing trading Thursday.
So they're paying up to almost $4 billion in fines, okay, because of being found out that Moab is using this damn bank for money laundering. Okay, and it's not just that bank. More banks are being discovered. Now go to the other one because it talks about the keepers of the house. You know. Because you best believe these people who watch economic trends, stock market, banks, things of that nature, they see what's happening. Okay, this is why people pay attention to the Warren Buffetts. They watch what they're doing. They watch when they certain moves they make because that lets you know the trajectory that the economy is going into. Okay, especially with the elections coming up.
New York Post, Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway dumped nearly $1 billion in Bank of America shares.
That's huge. So why are you dumping $1 billion in Bank of American shares? So people are going to take notice of that. They ain't going to go unnoticed. You know?
Billionaire investor Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, sold nearly $1 billion worth of Bank of America shares as his firm continued to cut its stakes in the second largest U.S. lender. The conglomerate sold about 24.7 million Bank of America shares worth $981.9 million between the last Friday and Thursday, according to the regulatory filing Tuesday.